Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 news update video of mine. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest community transmission and the patch notes for the upcoming Chosen One update. So the update is out tomorrow, Wednesday 27th of February, and the update includes Anakin Skywalker, the 501st Legion, the Coruscant Guards, a free crate with 60,000 credits and some clone skins, plus major gameplay changes and more. We know everything about Anakin from last week's community transmission and how the clone troop appearance customization is changing. Plus the emote wheel is coming tomorrow, so you can equip up to 8 emotes at once, which is awesome. So let's just get right into the latest gameplay changes coming in tomorrow's patch. So I'll start off by talking about stuns. The stun lock system is one of the worst parts of gameplay combat in this game, and DICE are making significant changes to how the stuns work in gameplay. So Emperor Palpatine will have a lower stun duration for his lightning from 1.6 seconds down to 1 second. Phasma's turret will have a stun duration lowered from 1 second to 0.8 seconds, and Lando's stun grenade will have its effect reduced from 1.4 seconds down to 1 second. As well as this, DICE are implementing a stun immunity to all hero abilities for 3.5 seconds, specifically when being stunned by either Phasma, Iden, Chewbacca, Emperor Palpatine or Lando. What this means is that should you be stunned by one of the listed heroes, you will not be able to be stunned again by any other heroes for another 3.5 seconds. This will eliminate the issue of being constantly stunned by various heroes and lead to less frustrating moments in hero gameplay. Now let's move on to the patch notes, and there is a lot to go through. I'm not going to be sharing all of the little details like the bugs that you may never have seen or heard of. I'm just going to pick out the highlights that are quite important. Starting with the collection menu, DICE have added a front-end tab to switch between Phase 1 and Phase 2 clone troop appearances, which is really nice, glad to see that. As for heroes, lightsaber heroes can finally damage turrets, which is a welcomed change, and inspired by Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, if Yoda uses Unleash right after blocking Count Dooku's lightning stun attack, Yoda will be able to project lightning back to enemies. If this works, if this really does truly work, it's going to be absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to try it out tomorrow. Kylo has received a much needed buff and lots of improvements, so his base lightsaber damage has been increased from 100 to 125. The extra damage when attacking from behind has been increased from 20 to 40. The base frenzy damage on heroes has been upped from 80 to 125, and for troopers it's gone from 80 to 150. Also, DICE have fixed an issue where the reactivation of the frenzy ability would be blocked for some time if it was activated with no target. The ability will successfully remain on the target until they are defeated. It will also swap to a new target upon original target being defeated. They have also fixed an issue where Kylo Ren's first hit with Frenzy would not stagger targets, making it look like his attack did miss, and it's also fixed an issue where the Frenzy ability could be activated mid-air. Moving on to Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he will receive 80% less damage. I'm really liking the sound of that because too many times have I tried to charge up my ability and get killed so quickly. Also, a lot of you guys from the German Battlefront community have been requesting voiceover changes for Obi-Wan Kenobi because how bad it was previously, and DICE did confirm that the voiceover for Obi-Wan in German will be replaced with Philip Mogg, the original voice actor. DICE have also added an eye animation to General Grievous when viewing him on the appearances screen. Count Dooku has received some much needed improvements, such as DICE have improved the way Count Dooku's attacks connect with the enemy to allow for more smoother movement in close range. They've also made visual improvements to the exposed weakness reticle, so it's more visually related to the ability icon, which is a nice touch. As for Darth Vader, improvements have been made to the camera shaking when a player was choked by Darth Vader, and the camera of the target player being forced to look at Darth Vader when being choked has been removed. A few other fixes coming in tomorrow's update are the fact that Kamino's white floors have returned. It was obviously a texture issue, but they have brought the white floors back, and they've polished the facial animations for the Resistance and Rebel rocket troopers. Hit markers now change to yellow when hitting a vehicle's weak spot, and friendly players that are defeated in battle will show up on the radar as a cross for a short time. I thought that was quite a nice touch. There is a known issue with Anakin early on, so due to a late balancing change, the additional damage from Anakin's Precious Star card applies only to the final strike of Anakin's Passionate Strike ability. The Star card description currently implies that the additional damage is applied to every strike when using the ability. The description text will be corrected in a later update. So the Precious Star card is working correctly, it's just the fact that the text is different because they had a late rebalancing change. So there you have it, the latest community transmission and patch notes for the Chosen One update, which does release tomorrow, early in the morning, Stockholm, European, UK time, probably 9 AM on the PC like usual. If you do want to go through the patch notes yourself and look at all of the bug fixes and such in detail, and the ones that I haven't covered, then I will leave a link to the forums and the community transmission patch notes in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it. Comment below your thoughts on this and what are you most excited for. Personally, I'm just glad stuns are getting nerfed. That will make heroes versus villains much more fun. Check out any of the two previous videos on screen if you did miss them, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.